Hello, hello. What's going on, folksy folks? Boy, that's a little bright. Okay. Whoa. First it's too dark, now it's too bright. We're working it. We're working it. So, brought one of my old boys out. This is a Janome 2160 QDC. I've had this one for about 10 years now, and he was my replacement. Like, I would use him when Nomi, the embroidery machine, went in for maintenance, so I did bring this back out. So this did like 7 queen size quilts on free motion. It taught me how to free motion, that's for sure, and it was nice to be able to drag it out for this project today. Indeed, indeed. So we do have a free motion foot on our machine, and I will show you what that looks like. I'll take it off. Pop's working on your, I know you're chatting, but I can't see your chat, so I'm just gonna yap and say hello and welcome and happy everybody's here, and big hugs to you and welcome to your guild meeting. Oh, I'll put the foot up. Or I can't. What is going on here? Oh, it's the other way. User error. I'm like, oh my gosh, now I gotta learn a whole new machine. So this is a free motion foot. Julie Pike, hello, hello. Oh yeah, yeah. It's the tiniest little chat. There we go. Now I have a little chat window, a tiny, tiny chat window. I've been waiting all week for this. Yeah, sorry about Tuesday. We just had the crappiest internet. We kept dropping frames. It was very, very frustrating on all of our parts. And then we had some sort of wailing at the beginning. I don't know what it was. Some sort of cable went bad. It was just a wreck. Tuesday was just a wreck. It just wasn't happening, that's for sure. So here is a free motion foot. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know what else to stick it on. Oh, here. We emptied our treats from Christmas, so now I got a new sewing box. So, anyway, I can't even see that there because I put on the lid, but that's not going to work either. Yay for candies and sewing blocks. Can I help?
No.
And no, you're right. You're going to pull the Sophie cam right off. Hello, hello. I literally have a tiniest chat window. I see Hallie, I see Linda, I see Nadine and Joellen. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Hello, hello. Yeah, so here, actually, I'll show it on my phone. There you go. You might be able to see it better. And you just kind of, it replaces the foot that's in there. And what you want to do when you use this sort of foot is drop your feed dogs, which usually your feed dogs are these little, the teethies that grip the fabric at the bottom. And usually some machines have a little switch at the back here. Sometimes you got to pop out the tray and the switch is there. Sometimes it's the switches on the side. Sometimes it's all magical and you can just do it via like a little computer. So, hello Naomi, hello Emily, hello Angela. Yeah, Pop's working on trying to rescreen my window here, but he can't see it on the angle he's trying to work at, and the cable is just not long enough. So he's just trying to not fight it, but fight it all at the same time. So, all right, so we'll wait for him, and we'll just catch up. I'll let you know. So sorry about Tuesday. That just literally sucked for us, too, because the boys had to work, and they were not getting the internet that they needed to even get their work done. It kept dropping. It was really a pain in the katushas, so very much so. You okay? So good. There we go. Yay! Okay, okay, okay. Now we're good. Now we're good. Ouch, Donna Faye. Oh, what happened? That just disappeared off the top of the screen. What happened? What happened? What question? Where do I find information about your fund for the new quilt shop? What's your goal? What's the status? The status is we have to pretty much collect it all before we can do anything, because that's just the way it goes. We can't just start and work progress part and not know if we're ever going to finish it. We need to collect it all before we can even start. So we have kits looked at and planned out, but with the recent COVID, not recent, year now, all the prices went skyrocketing, and then of course it's hard to get a crew in, and you know we're just working at it. So we have a goal and we're getting there. Trust me, I put in my 12 hours worth of work to get it. That's for sure. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, hello, Pops and Munchkin. Hello, Miss Diane 57. Hello, Lona. Welcome, welcome, Carol, Heather. Heather, oh my goodness. I'm doing a little bow to you. She's like the paper piecing goddess. That butterfly you did, girl, that was amazeballing. When I said wowzer stunner on Instagram, I meant it. Like, holy. You go do a pat like that. Everybody pat for Heather. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Car accident, fractured tibia, right? Oh no, Donna Faye. Oh, speedy recovery. Oh no. Oh, Barbara's making charity quilts. Quilt of easy shapes in cars and houses. Oh, okay. Oh, busy making a charity quilt of easy shapes of cars and houses. What do you mean of easy shapes? Are you like cutting that out and just like heat and bonding that down, or what's up? Chat's going by way so fast today. You guys are chatting. I missed you too. Woohoo! Deborah's here. She did amazing. If you have seen that, if you've seen her butterfly, and it's a monarch butterfly, it is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if she said, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm like, is that for me? But that's a nice, I don't know how you can see it, Judy. Maybe, how did you post that, Heather? Did you post it to our guild website? Because I say maybe Pop can share it. So, hello, Miss Allison. Hello. Peppa. Yeah, exactly, Carol. You right on. Dropped my jaw when I saw her. I know, right, Helly? Oh my goodness. And that book seems really interesting. Hello, Teresa, Louise. Hello. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Hello, Sylvia. Hello. On my birthday in the UK. Happy birthday, Sylvia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sylvia from the UK. Hope you had yourself a great day. And Miss Lois is here. Wonderful. What's everybody working on? Placemats being bound, finished here. Very nice, Mindy. That's a good, when you get them bound and you're like, all right, I see the end of the tunnel on this project. Woohoo! I gotcha. Hello, Zella. What's going on? I'm glad to announce my household is COVID-free, finally. Wonderful. That didn't take too long. I don't know what's going on with that. We've been extended another week for online learning for the schools here, so I don't go to Crossing Guard till the beginning of February. So, but at least I'm getting paid. Let me tell you, that was a panic attack and a half, you know. Yeah, stay home and sew. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's on my Facebook page. I can post to the guild page. That would be nice, and then maybe Pop can kind of like do a show at the end of the end of the show, or when he gets it on, so people could see it, because it's worthy. It's worthy, girl. Come on. That was amazing. Absolutely beautifully stunning. It looked real, like it was a butterfly, a massive one, but like from Jurassic Park era. Putting last border on my Bonnie Hunter's mystery quilt. Oh, how did that go for you, Wendy? Did you like it? I haven't done a Bonnie Hunter mystery quilt. I've done a couple of Bonnie Hunter quilts, though. So, hello, Joyce. Currently making PJs for my grandkids. Very nice. Do you use flannel or cottons? What are we making today? A mess, Lona. A mess. No. That's just how it goes. Schools have been having classes. Oh, yeah? Really, Zola? You know where you are? We're preparing to move to the East Coast, so I'm decluttering my fabric. Oh, no, Emily. Don't let it go. It's okay. Hello, Miss Gwenny. Hello. It went by really quick, and I do like how it came out. Very nice. Do you like the mystery? I'm listening but won't be chatting for a bit. I'm free motion quilting and trying to type with these gloves is not pretty. I hear you, Kelly. I hear you. We're doing a little bit of that here too, but thread painting via thread stuff. Doing a jigsaw puzzle with my daughter got for me for Xmas. I should be asleep, but it's 5:08 a.m. Oh, it is. It's dark 30. I was up just after 5 this morning too, so. Yes, hello to everybody coming in. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Naomi and Charlotte. Emily is here. And Judy. Everybody. All right, so. Sorry. Cheers. Glass of water. There's our foot. Maybe Pop can show it now in the overhead so you can see it. I got it right up close in there so you can really see that foot that we're going to be using today. Will we be quilting as we go on our group project? If you're talking about the English Country Garden, you betcha. That's how she has it. We will be quilting it as we go. We're going to quilt each block section, and then they get so much. I think it's not overly huge to begin with, so we may have to stick her under the machine. So isn't that cool? So that's the foot I'm going to be using today. And I've dropped my feed dogs, so they're not there. They're not gripping my fabric. And I'm going to move it like you're painting with the thread, okay? So to test my little machine to make sure it was good to go, because I haven't used it in a while. Probably should have dropped the oil in there or something. Well, we'll see. I practice, and this is what I came up with. So, sorry, spin it that way, okay? So. And I was just trying to get tension to make sure my tension was okay. So I had no intention of actually making up like a little messy snail, but I ended up making a messy snail. And then I just thought, okay, well, that's the back side. There we go. There's the front side. It's kind of hard to tell. And then I came up and just kind of did some foliage and then did some small, really tiny stitches thick in there and then did some more wavy ones to make sure all my tension was A-okay in regards to this project. So I just have a quilt sandwich. It's just white, plain, very like the broadcloth that we've used for 100,000 projects here. Oh, thank you, Angela. Big hugs. Hello, Steph. Hello, Anne. Cleo, if you're here. And that's it. And I've used big chunks or some small chunks, because this was just a small chunk, of batting bits that I have left over from the sides of quilts and stuff. So we're just gonna have some fun. Sophie, what? Sophie looks comfy. I hope so. Oh yeah, there she is. I love it that she's in the corner all the time. She's flipped down her quilt though. She's got 2 quilts. She's a spoiled dog. She's got 2 quilts of her own to fit that chair. I love her. So we're gonna put this foot back on our machine here. And this is just a regular Janome that you can get. I don't know if we got it from, I popped it in the wrong spot. Oh, there we go. Walmart, Michael's, I have no idea. This was like in 2010, so I don't know. I don't know where we got this one. But it wasn't too expensive, I don't think so, because it was part of a quilting edition. And the one that I had beforehand seized up. It was a brother, and it seized up. And that's when I went to Janome. I tried a different brand, and it's, you know, I wish they'd sponsor us. That would be lovely. Okay, so I have, like I said, dropped my feed dogs. So find those on your machine, whether it's at the back, pop out your tray. Sometimes they're hiding in here. Sometimes there's a little switch you got to flip. Whatever the case may be, to drop your feed dogs or turn it down to 0 and the dogs won't feed at all. That's the hope of it. And you'll also see here where it says 00. That doesn't really matter because that's really a stitch a width of the stitch, but we're controlling it, so it doesn't matter. Just make sure that that is also to 0. Oh, thanks, Steph. Big hugs to you. Big hugs to you. Hello, Miss Bernadette. How's Dublin today? How's John there, Ann? Ann Hayward. What's going on? How's John? How's our patient? Is he okay that we talk about him? And how's Pat? And your daughter, Deanna. Deanna, Lois, what's your daughter? I know one's Erin. Deanna. I want to say Deanna. I'm probably wrong, and I'm sorry. Tell her I'm really, really sorry. It's very cold. I hear you, girl. We are minus 22 Celsius. With the wind chill. Minus 22. Hello, Catherine. How is everyone in the U.S.? Oh, I don't know about the U.S. 6 p.m. to, curfew. Now here in France. Well, we're in Canada, Catherine. That's what matters. Deanna. Okay, so I was right, sort of. How do you say Deanna, right? Deanna, not Deanna. Yeah. Should have been sewing. Who should have been sewing? California's in the same boat. Yeah, we've got some, most places, even takeout places, are closed by 7, if not 7:30. At least some of them are open though. Hello, Sammy D. -3 here in BC. I'll trade you minus 22 for -3. I fell on the Wednesday night, had to go to EL, was sent home. Oh, what happened, Lena? Oh my goodness, hope you're okay. Daily COVID cases are dropping a lot here in Indianapolis, so very glad. I think we had a drop and then we had an increase, but that's to, sorry, no worries. AKA, how about the university? Of course it is. It's rained this morning. I don't believe you, Allison. You didn't take pictures, so it didn't happen. Hello, Anna. Hello. Okay, all right. We're going to get busy on a project here. So I went to just get inspired by something online. Sorry, I need a halls because I got a tickle. And it's just the way it is. It's winter here. And there's dry air. Hello, Hazel from the UK. We got lots of people from the UK. Hello. Welcome. So I went online and I looked up. What did I look up? I just went like coloring book landscapes, free, okay? And in my scrolly woolly, I came across a seascape itself, but I only took like 1/8 of that seascape, okay? Because that's what I was inspired by, was just this one part of this huge piece of project. And then I went and I saved the photo, and then I enlarged it. I put it up on my really big screen TV. I don't know how big this is, and Pop can show you a picture. I'm not sure how or where if he has it, but of me tracing out that one section that I really liked. So I put my fabric up on my screen with some masking tape and took a pencil. There we go. Just a pencil. There we go. You can see me. There I am tracing right there. And this is what I traced out. Now this was a huge coloring book. Like this was a big page, right? It was very detailed. So that's me up on the screen that I can see you guys at. He didn't realize I was doing that till he came around the corner. He goes, I'm going to get my camera. And I thought he was taking a booty shot, but he wasn't. I'm like, booty, no. So I was tracing out just the head of one of the seahorses that I was inspired by. So I thought this would be a perfect example to show you if, a tree is really easy. I've showed that a few times. You can go back and research some of our previous videos. It would have been a few years ago, as well as we did one on the long arm itself. So we've done the tree a couple of times on the free motion thread painting, sort of the scale of it. I'm sorry, Lena. I'm sorry you hurt all over. Speedy recovery. And then, so I thought, okay, let's do something different. And here we are. So this is what I've traced out. There you go. Really. Out to me, not away. I was getting there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sandwich that I have here. Okay, my thread sandwich. And I've got my free motion foot on, and I've got some dark navy blue thread that I would not use in the long arm because sometimes it's got a little, I don't know, not spurs or something on it, but it's a little weird. So, and I'm just gonna hopefully do the best I can to trace it out. And though I know it's in pencil, what will wash away if I don't hit those marks, right? So if you wanted to, you could use a little 505 spray adhesive, a little bit, Not too much. Make sure you let it dry completely before you go sticking it under your machine, okay? I think this is small enough and usable enough to be able just to get it under with probably a couple of, I was going to say safety pins, but I don't think I have any safety pins, so we can probably just use some pins. Well, hello, Lona's mom. Welcome to the club. So we'll just pop a few in from this cute little pin cushion. And yes, I still use it. There we go, Kelly Cruises. How you doing there, Kelly? Hello, Joanne. Hello, Baze. Hello, Lise. Welcome. Hello, Carol, Mary, and PJ. Miss Kim. I know Mr. Clive popped up in my feed on Facebook this week, and I was like, oh, I miss you, you little furball. A little bit. A little bit. A lot of bits and a little bits, you know. So, sure. Oh, let me see. Is it too close? Can you not handle the closeness? There we go. Is that better? Is that better, peeps? So that's just in pencil. Hello, Arisha from Aloha from Hawaii. Hello. Aloha. Welcome to the club. This is our guild meeting, and we're going to do some thread painting. And I've done a few things in the past. This was my little practice piece before, you know, stream today. So you can see, I had no intention of making a snail. He was like literally last minute. So, oh, have a nice weekend. I'm taking off with my sis. I will take pics of our mythical rain. Thank you, Allison. Big hugs. Big hugs. I should show off the project we just collaborated on. It was the Long Arm Wednesday project. So if you guys get a chance to watch that, please do. It was beautiful. So yeah, this just kind of little practice, making sure my tension was okay, both sides. I had a little bit of a little furs at the back, which happened here, but that's where I started. But I thought I brought my thread all the way up to the top, so I was a little confused by why there was a little bit of a nesty back there. But just to note, when you go over an area a couple of times, you really are going to build up that thread, okay? And it's going to look thick on both sides, okay? Oops, sorry. So that's me just getting really kind of wavy and tight, and then really kind of small on that little thing, and then more of a bigger wave and curl to it on that one. Just testing. That was just kind of just testing and seeing how things were going. See if my tension was okay on the machine. If it had to do some adjustments. Hello, Dora. Welcome to the chat. Hello, B-Boy. Oh, it's been a while. Thread painting. I love them. Well, awesome. We've done the tree. Who was here when we did the tree? I'm just putting a couple pins until I can get maybe a outline-ish of something here. The whole idea is not necessarily to stay on my lines, but to, you know, because obviously my fabric moved. I did 2 circles here for the eye. Like, the question is, what do I want to do in between, you know? And then, what weight is the thread? Very good question, Miss Carol Lawrence. Hold on. I need my old lady glasses. I am using Permacore 3,000 yards of True Navy Tex. Okay, now that's 30 yards. Hold on, I'm trying to find the weight. I really am. I can't see it on here. Poly Wrap Poly. I don't think there is a weight on here. It's not the best. It came with my long arm, and I've had my long arm for over 5 years now. And I think the first time I tried to use one of these threads in it, it shredded like crazy. So I'm like, okay, this machine doesn't like it. It's an American Efrid LLC, Mount Holly, North Carolina. I don't know. It just says poly, wrap poly, permacore, made in the USA. And then it just says how many meters and how many yards. So, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. Let's see what this one's signature. But it may have a similar weight. No, it doesn't have anything like that there either. Well, this is 100% cotton. Dark olive. Process in USA from India yarn. Oh, well, that's always nice to know. It doesn't have any weight on that one either. Oops, sorry, I wish I could tell you. Could I use rayon? I don't know. It might break. Best thing is to just try. Oh, maybe on this one, maybe this one. Try and figure out how you get there. You know, see what happens. This one I liked because it maybe even go the over shoulder, so you can see the depth on this one here. Because it was variegated. It had like tan to brown to a little bit of burgundy, reddish, and so on and so forth. I loved this one. We did a tree on that. Oh, text 30 is 30 weight. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, this one's text 40. But it says text 40 yards. It says, you know, I don't know. I don't know, honey. It depends on machine. Try little, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Karen. Good idea there, Miss Karen Dubois. I'm trying to see if there's anything on these ones either. They're all from the same company. So, this is just signature. M03. Sorry? Oh, okay. I was reading it the wrong way. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you got it. I got it. Learn something new every day, people. Oh my goodness. Look at all those gray hairs. Holy moly. Okay. I did put in a new needle. I put in a smaller one just because I knew it was just going through some quilting stuff. I didn't have to go through a nice big thick one. Make sure your thread is up to the top, okay? Let's just start out for fun on a piece back here. Nothing too special or exciting. I think this one was pieced. No, here. Let's do this one, just so we can just go around and have some fun and make a mess. This one's actually got two pieces sort of kind of together here. Yeah. Just warm up on something. Pick something you want to do. Okay. And maybe you should be spontaneous. Let's do sort of spontaneous. Oops, I just dropped a pen. What's a good word? What do we love here? We love hugs. Okay, we love hugs here. Okay, so let's go. Let's turn it this way. Let's write the word hugs. Okay. This is just like iron away or fade away. Okay. I'm not trying to be fancy or anything else besides me, so it's going to be a little wonky because guess what? That's me. Oops, I should have left enough room. I didn't leave enough room to come up around. Scratch that. Uh-oh. Sorry. Alright, let's try this again. It's going to fade away or iron away, so we can just tuck it in the middle. It doesn't matter. But I clearly did not plan that out immensely, considering it should have been more room to leave around for the G. Okay. When you're trying to do bubble letters. Okay, back to the start. Poop happens. Let's move on. That is life. Show you how to move and adapt. Okay. 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 You. let's come over further. There we go. Now we're cooking with Petro. Okay, all right. So let's try and stitch this hugs out, and then we'll echo it, okay? And then however you may feel you want to do some loops or little feathers or whatever, just have some fun. Oh, I am using poly. Thank you, Gwenny. I'm just poly batting, just leftover bitty bobs, leftover from quilt projects. So right here is just a poly. Thank you, Gwenny. Hello, Roxanne. From wet Southern California. That's what Allison said, but I didn't believe her, so she needed to send me photos. But now that you say so, I believe her. Hello, Michelle. Hello, hello. You watching closely? Well, the main point is to have fun. Just have fun. Be experimentative. You're going to have to find that happy medium between you pressing the foot and the movement of your hands. It's like driving a stick shift. Does everybody know how to drive a stick shift here? That means a clutch. Everybody raise your hand. I do. Lakewood by Seal Beach. She's in Whitler. Hello, Miss Kathy Quilts. Sorry. You take that out. I do. There we go. See, it's kind of like that. It's like a hand-eye coordination. Oh, we're making a mess, Cheryl. We're making a mess. That's what we're doing. I know, my Jeep's a manual. And so is the little baby blue. And let me tell you, we had to fight with Munchkin for years on making sure he knew how to drive a standard. Because what if you get stuck somewhere, or you're at a party and all there is some guy that came with you and all he drives is a stick and you got to get your cell phone because you're the only one that didn't drink? Then you got to learn. You got to know. So it's a matter of hand-eye coordination there, Nadine. There we go. Excellent. I'm so glad lots of you know how to drive a stick. That's fantastic. Okay, so now we have our bit of fabric under our little throat machine. Oops, sorry. I moved that. It was so perfect. Pop said I was so perfect with it, and I just went and messed it all up. So this is not a big throat space. This is an old Janome I've had for about 10 years. I just brought it out to use for this project, so it would encourage you that you don't need any fancy machines or fancy buttons or doodads or thread cut or anything else like that to make it happened. I did like 8 queen-size quilts, 6 or 8 queen-size quilts on this machine, and I free motioned every single one of them. And that's when I'm like, dude, I need me a big machine. And then I was like, hey, I found me a Walt. Well, that's exactly it. You can always get home. Yeah. You named your Jared? I never named this one. I kind of like that, Karen. I think I'm just going to call this one Jared from now on. I never had a name for this one, even though I had it for a long time. Okay, so, and the second, there's lots of key things to working with free motion quilting in itself. Now we're just going to be like thread painting and making a mess sort of thing and having fun. So you need, obviously, thread. I'd say matching top and bottom or bobbin in this case, just because it makes things a whole lot easier for if you come over in certain areas, you're not getting any of your other colored bobbin thread coming up into your, like, in-depth stitches and stuff like that, okay? So, and the next is obviously your foot, and then you want to make sure your feed dogs are dropped and your stitch is down to 0. As you can see right here, it's all 0, 0, and the important stuff. Oh, Sophie's dreaming. Woof, woof, woof. She had that little microphone over there. And then you just kind of want to squish, and fold over. Okay, fold over what you got going on there. And then the other key point to free motioning, painting, free motion quilting, whatever, is making sure you bring that bobbin thread down there all the way up to the top before you even start. And then you're going to hold those really kind of taut, kind of wrap them around a finger, and then do. Can you hear her? Oh man, she's so funny. And you just want to hold those really tight with your finger, and then you can start your whole process, and you can clip them up. So where's my little snips? That's so funny. Janessa, oh, I like Janessa. I like Jared though. Jared's good. I have Janie. Janie's good. I drove an 18-wheeler for over a decade. I know how to drive a stick, says Sandra. She's like, I got this. Don't ask me, man. I got this. Sophie's dream. Oh, yeah, you can hear her. I hope not a bad dream. She doesn't usually have bad dreams. Oh, well, oh my gosh, Julie. With Munchkin, the first time in the Jeep, we were going down 8th line. And 8th line is like a gravel road, literally a vehicle and a half wide. It's not even really too wide. So you kind of have to weave and dodge people as if you happen to be close, you kind of got to go near the mailboxes, right? Okay. So we're going down 8th line, and it's a huge hill going down, and it's a huge hill coming up, and it's a big, huge climb. And I thought it'd be perfect for him for shifting gears and so on and so forth. And then as we get to the top, I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it was loose gravel or something, and he just kind of weaved and wobbed, and I swear we almost took out 2 mailboxes because they were literally side by side for driveways that were like splitting off in this direction. And I thought we hit them with the mirror. I really did. I thought I was just like, I'm looking behind me because he was like all over the road. I'm having a panic. I'm like, pull over, we're done, pull over. I was like, holy crap. Sorry, I was. I thought we were taking out mailboxes. I was scared, justifiably so. All right, so bring your threads up to the top. But yeah, that's one of my more memorable experiences of teaching Munchkin how to drive a stick. And that was pretty much right after he'd got his learner's license, right? So. Aw, thank you, Kim. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Oh, great minds. Sophie is chasing rabbits. Oh, probably. Oh, my God. I was scared for my life. I thought we were taking out mailboxes. I said to him, they're not worth any points. I don't know what anybody told you, dude, but mailboxes on the side of the road are not worth any points. All right. So, okay, we have our thread to the top here, as you can tell. You can get the little quilting gloves. You can get the little Silpat mat that slips underneath, makes things nice and smooth for you. These are this is the basic of what you need to start. The other stuff is just the extras, okay? And you can also build out a nice table for yourself to extend. So you can extend your project as you're going, and have it nice and level with the throat neck of your machine as you're going. So there's lots and lots of things to aid you. That's good, Karen. I'm happy. Lots of things to aid you in the whole process of learning how to free motion quilt and thread painting and everything else like that. You, of course, can change your threads as much as you like depending on your project. We probably may change our threads a couple of times. On this one, I don't know. I didn't load any more bobbins. I just kind of wing it, ding it, and we'll go from there. So this could be more than just one weekend sort of tutorial. So. 65 years ago when I learned to drive, everyone drove a straight. So, yeah, that's it. That's exactly it, right, Zilla? So when we were dating 20 plus years ago, I understood the concept, but we never finished the lesson. I'll teach you, Heather. Finding out that I can't watch and sew. Jack and I are getting together later. Okay. Oh, is that the Ripper? Oh no, not Jack the Ripper. Or is that your machine name? So. Gwenny says, sewing patches on my granddaughter's Girl Scouts brownie vest. My daughter saved them all because no one knew how to sew. Then she decided to ask me to do it. Oh my God, her vests are full. I bet. I usually get that too. It's like, here's 25 things. Can you put them on a blanket? I was watercolor painting last. Oh, I can't paint. I can't even paint a wall, girl. Like seriously, I'm a sad case. All right, so I got my fabric folded here, and I'm just going to trace. You know, not necessarily on the line, but I'm going to try and have some fun between. Actually, you know what? If we think about this, okay, hold on. If we want to go, we should start here, because then we'll end here, and then we can just do a skippity doodle over to the U, and at least these two won't be a really big of a broken thread, and then maybe the G and the S we can do the same way. Let's try that. Let's try that. All right, let's bring our thread to the top. Okay. This, like I said, this is just a no fancy pantsy machine here, just a regular old Nomi, or sewing machine. Sorry. Okay. Got nice long tails here. We're going to kind of just wrap it around our fingers until we start, and we're going to work our way kind of following the H. We don't necessarily have to do the one I drew. We can make up our own. Sorry. I should pop my hose back in. Wine helps a little bit. I'm sorry. Apologize. All I can say is the dry, cold weather. Dry in the house and cold outside. Here, let's wrap this up. It's kind of in the way here. Oops. Another key point is when you stop is make sure your needle's down. That way when you go to move, your project isn't everywhere all over the place. Oh, okay, well, enjoy. How about a nice hot cup of chocolate? There you go. Thank you, Catherine. Big hugs to you. Au revoir. Now, we all know me, and I'm like a lead-foot Larry, so I like to go fast. But sometimes fast does not always win the race, okay? So sometimes you got to slow your butt down. Back where we were. Now we're just going to scoot up. We'll lift our thread, lift our needle, move over to where the U is. Come down, do a couple stitches in the same spot to kind of lock them all in together. Okay. Hello, Hildy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hot tea with lemon. I'm going to have someone later. Okay. All right. Back to the main camera here. Tell you a little story about the other night. Just a little one. It's short. Take a break from the stressful sewing. What are we painting? We're painting hugs right now. Okay, so Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night, I had a hard time sleeping. For some reason, I was coughing, I was very phlegmy, I couldn't get to sleep, I was tossing and turning, I don't know what it was. So I said to Pop, I was complaining, I think on Monday night, if not Tuesday morning, I think I need a new pillow. My pillow isn't cutting it for me anymore. I need a new pillow. So Thursday I'm at the grocery store, and I think to myself, okay, because I've been congested and a little coffee, a little coldy. No, I don't have no COVID. I'm telling you. I thought I'd get some Neocitrin. Well, Neocitrin is like a nighttime sleepy aid sort of thing if you have a cold. It's a lemon, like a lemon hot drink, okay? So I go and I buy it. And I wait until like 7:30, quarter to 8, something like that. Oh, you're going to bring the box. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Sorry. So anyways, I grab it off. I see cold and sore throat and cold and congestion. So I thought, okay, I'll grab the cold and congestion because it's kind of what I've been suffering from. So I grabbed that. So 7:30, quarter to 8, whatever. I go and I boil the kettle and I make my little neo stitch. I'm so excited for it that I'm going to get himself an awesome good night's sleep, and I'm just going to feel so restful. Okay. I was up for hours. Hours. I mean, even the dog was confused. She's like, "What's wrong with you? Go to bed. It's sleeping time." Right? And I was tired. Like, I was exhausted. I needed the sleep. I needed to go to bed. That's why I bought it, so I could just zonk right out, okay? Lo and behold, I go make my tea the next morning, and I'm miffed. I'm peed right off at this point in time. And I'm looking at it, and lo and behold, it says daytime. So I was buzzed on caffeine of the lemon variety for like 5.5 hours. I was so tired. I'm flipping and flopping. I don't know what, the blanket's not comfortable. The pillow's not comfortable. I can't go to sleep. I'm like, ah. I was like angry. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're so tired. Let alone to know I took a daytime when I tried to go to sleep. So no wonder. I was like, I was so exhausted last night. I was like, I can barely keep my eyes on. I gotta go to bed. I like, learn to read the package. And only as I was making the tea, I'm looking at it and it says day. I'm like, why does it say day? I'm like, are you kidding me? Explains the whole night before. I know, I was so mad. I was so mad at myself though, Steph. Like, come on, learn to read. I was so tired. I'm like, that's what happens when you got like a caffeine boost at 8 o'clock at night. Had I known it was a caffeine boost, I would have been dealt with it appropriately. I'm like, this stuff isn't working. What's wrong with it? I need to go to sleep. Oh my God. Oh, so annoyed, man. Let me tell you. I was so annoyed. I even confessed to Pop. I'm like, oh, I know I had such a horrible sleep last night. I got the daytime stuff. What a dork. All right, back to work. So yeah, lemony drinks. Only if it says nighttime. And make sure you trace over your other previous stitches. It's kind of just locking everything together. Okay, needle up, scoot your fabric out, trim your threads. Leave your tail long enough so you can come back over where the G is. I'm just saying because I did the word hugs. I don't know, whatever your project is. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off here, come around, finish the G, and then scoot over and finish the S. Okay. Like, I don't have the best penmanship in the whole world, trust me. I broke this hand, so it's home or love is, I don't know, whatever. Just saying. You could totally do a nice stencil project. Okay? So a couple of stitches in a row to lock them in. Trim your tails. I find it best to trim the tails right away because then I'm not confused of, am I going to get it knotted up? Is it going to get in the way? You know, that sort of thing. So lock them in and then trim them up and then just focus on your project. Okay. And you're going to find that happy medium in regards to your stitch length and the fastness of how you're stitching by just moving your hands and your feet at the same time. I don't know, must have been the caffeine there, Tracy. That's all I have to say. And I'm not used to caffeine unless it's just in a tea, right? So, could you imagine me on like a caffeine drink or something like that? Yeah, I was looking for this red cut button. I'm so trained. I've been spoiled. Spoiled. And when you stop, needle down, Okay, and then always try and get your focus of your main support of you stitching and controlling what's going on is right near the needle head. So you just kind of want to triangle your hands or square your hands like this or whatever, just to try and make sure you have complete control over the fabric. Sorry. Okay, overlocking the stitches there, needle up, coming over here, needle down. I find using my speed controller useful when doing free motion quilting. As here, definitely. If you don't want it to go faster than a certain way, like stick it right at the medium, and then you have the ultimate control, even though you may be a bit of a lead foot Larry, like myself. I'm having a hard time getting the fabric to glide, even when I use this gliding mat. Really, Helly? Wonder why. Got to work on that. Is it maybe, are the feed dogs giving you an issue, or are you dropping them? Oh, sorry. Like dancing? Yeah, very much is like dancing, Lois. That's a good point. I like that. That's a great idea. Great analogy. Last time I drank one of those about 30 years ago, I was awake for 24 hours. I said to him, if I'm ever feeling drowsy or need a pick me up in the morning, I know what to do. I mean, I was exhausted and want to go to bed, and I was like, you know, kicking the trees to wake the squirrels up at like midnight, man. Like, come on now. Going to go so I can get my homemade bread dough made. Oh, that sounds good, Chloe. What kind of recipe? The sourdough or just regular? Are you supposed to watch the needle or the line of the pattern? I'd say more the needle. The line of the pattern on what I'm doing is just more like a basic guideline. It's not like you have to follow it, right? Like I did the one part of my H for the hug was really tiny, so I kind of fattened it up a little bit and evened out the one for the G or for the U, and you know the G was a little bit more smoother as I came around. So I mean, it's up to you. I kind of more would be inclined to figure out what my line is and where I got to go with it. And the line being your thread, right? Don't forget to stop, even just for slight little adjustments. It's best just to stop your process of what you're doing and then go from there, okay? Well, I'm not, is spray starch? Maybe, I don't know. No, it's a fabric that doesn't glide very well, and I have tried several kinds of fabric. Maybe your silk pat doesn't have a coating on it that it should. Yeah, I was just going to say, I had this, that's the one I bought there, Diane 57, was the Supreme Glider. When I went and bought one, that was the one I bought. It did move at one point in time because it was actually bigger than my throat space here, and it kind of hung off a little bit, and I ended up stitching through it a few spots, so I was like very disappointed by that. Yeah, the key, that definitely is not to worry about, you know, it's just to have fun. To play on a piece of fabric first. If it turns out, then fantastic, you can always include it in something. Maybe even just make it a hot pad or a pillow for somebody, or, you know, side of a bag or what have you. I mean, it's completely up to you, right? And just like exactly as Pop says, just have fun. Okay, so I'm going to now echo this on the outside only, okay? In like a roundabout sort of scale, and then we'll just go from there for a smidge, okay? So I'm going to try and keep it equal. So I'm looking at the width of my foot as well as my previous stitches, and I'm trying to keep it as even. Like, it looks like it's about, what, I don't know, 3/8 to possibly a half an inch, maybe, around. So I'm going to try and keep that as consistent as I can going the first round, okay? Just so it really does look like an echo of the letter or the object that you're trying to do. Now you can always grab inspiration from coloring books and projects that you have on hand. Okay, you love cats. Okay, grab a couple of cat coloring books, or search a couple of places on the internet for cat coloring books, and you'll be surprised at what you can come up with. And then you can always use one of those to inspire you, right? So. And if it's not exact, like you got a little extra fat there, like maybe even to 3/4, who cares? Seriously? It's all good. Point is to learn and have fun. More on the have fun part. I find I don't stop enough. Oh, see now I got like this weird point thing going on there. Or when I stop, I'm not taking my foot off and keeping my hand steady. I keep moving it, and then you end up with weird little, like snaggle tooths going on here. Okay, so it's like stop your foot, stop your hands. Don't keep moving your hands. It's hard. I know it is. It's like training yourself. I thought it even spraying just a little bit of a Pam or a Slippy on the mat if that wasn't working. So I don't know. Yeah, you could tape it down with painter's tape. Tape it all the way down. Yeah, that's true. My old machine has burrs on the strike plate. Oh, that's not good. You can get new strike plates though. You could get a new plate. I like using free motion because you can move your fabric any way you kind of need to achieve the goal you're looking for, right? I think so. Because it's free. It's free. You're not having to deal with free dogs, and me not even having a little slippy plate. I'm not having any issues, but this is like, I'm not saying it's rough or anything. It's just it's a broadcloth, right? So. And then back where we started, okay? Crazy cat dragged my tape measure across the sewing room. All right. Now from here, let's put our needle back in. You can, hold on, actually, you know what? Let's break the thread. Let's break the thread so you can see what I've done so far. Okay. So pull long tails. So you have a long tail on the bottom and a long tail on the top. And of course, we're going to snip these, get those out of the way. Okay. The back should look just as good as the front, except for some taily tails, but that's all right. All right, let's look at the main camera here. Thank you, Pop. And then over here. Okay. Sorry. I can't use that bouncy earring foot. Messes me up. I use the free motion foot. Oh, no. What? I don't use the free motion foot. I'm going to do some applique with the light box today. I've never had a light box. Okay, so there we go. And then from here we can go and just, if you want to like Zen doodle, you can like just go and make things. You can start like here. Let's do a little hump here and then add little things around. You know, make it fun. You can add different things in here, like have a you know. Swirl, then we can echo that swirl. And same here. There, I mean, lots of spaces to have some fun with the ones right in here, you know. And then just keep having fun all the way around. Just like doodle and have some fun. Have some fun, seriously. Hello, Sarah. What's going on? Thank you very much. That's a sloppy S. Oh well. We'll have some fun with this one for a little bit. All right, so thread down. Bring it up to the top, bobbin and everything to the top. Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, excuse me. They can be a pain, but they can be fun. All right, start with our needle down, do a couple of stitches in a row, and then just work on that little curve. Now, like those lines are just there as a guideline. When you're doing your thread painting, you're gonna have a better idea or feel as you go and move the fabric of where it's gonna want to go. Oh, that was a bit more of a pointy one there. Not really the main point, like I said, is just to have fun. Just to have fun. Experiment. Sorry, excuse me. See what you like, see what you don't like. Oops, that was too much of a gap in between those two there. So if you like little mountain, or little hills, not mountains. Okay, we're gonna stop, shifting. Keeping your needle down so you don't lose your position. Happy little hills, exactly, Mindy. When we took the thumbnail, I was like going all Bob Rossi. I was like, and here we go. I'm gonna paint today with some cerulean blue, some yellow ochre, some titanium white. Stop. Can you use a light pencil to draw lightly instead of disappearing marker, thinking it would wash? Oh yeah, for sure. I did that on this one here too, PJ. Maybe Pop can do an overhead quickly on that one so you can see that, what I did. And I did that. That's just pencil. Oops, that's okay. We're just having fun. Yeah, that's just pencil, for sure. And if I don't follow the lines, it's no big deal. It's just gonna wash out anyways, so. And I can always thread 2 or 3 times over that area if we don't want it to give it any more depth or perception to it, right? Depth perception. The kids bought me a light box because it's very nice. That's so handy. It's very handy. That's a cute S? I don't know. It looks like a weird S there, Nadine. Nadine sent me some fun stuff to stitch up in our cross-stitchy section of our channel. And normally you try to do that on Tuesday. Last week, this one, not the one that just passed, the week before, we got Tuesday, Thursday in, but this time we couldn't get any one of them. So the guy did come by and assess our internet and, you know, say, oh, there's maintenance in the neighborhood. Well, oops, oh, that was a cruddy one. Oh, well. So, yeah, like, really? Just fix it. Oops, that's a mountain. It's more like a shark tooth. Oh, almost where we started. Okay. Couple more. Yeah, well, that's good point. Very good point. Okay, so there we go. It's a little art selective, but you know, you gotta take the good with the bad in life, people. Come on now. And then you can just go and have fun even more. You could echo this, you could add different things to it, add in a second little, or do some circles, or do a line around and circles in between. I mean, the freedom is up to you. So, and oops, like I said, the back should look good, almost as, that get up there, almost as good as the front, okay? Minus a couple little spots where you've started and stopped, okay? So let's move on to our main project now that we've fiddled with that for long enough. Okay, which is our seahorse head here. So you can see that. Okay. And Pop will show you a picture of how I came to get this done. So you can see it to all the people who've missed beforehand. And it's just a rough, there's no way that's perfect. I should have had more bits of masking tape taped up against the monitor, but I didn't. I was in a hurry, and I shouldn't have been in a hurry. I should have thought of it sooner, but I didn't. So that was just a tiny section of a coloring book page that I really liked. I liked the seahorse head, and it's got a whole body and thing. It's got the tail coming up here and everything else like that. It's beautiful. So we'll work on that. Oh, sorry. I think so, and we're going to do it in blue. We're going to do it in blue. Oh. My first class we had to take a calendar with us, and she showed us how to reproduce one of the calendar scenes. Would have been easier to learn the way LL is teaching first. Oh, well, thank you, Gwenny. I appreciate that. So now will you use them to cross stitch? Oh, yes. Yeah. Why not? I think they'll be beautiful, those little napkins. Be gorgeous. Actually, they're right here. Right here, actually. Oops. Dinner napkins. Let's show them off. Helen Godin Quilt. She does great. Oh, wonderful, Chris. I'm happy to. I'm relatively new to it myself, so yeah, aren't they beautiful? Do like a little motif in the center or over here or something like that. Even just a nice fancy F for Fulford. You know, for us. I think that'd be beautiful. I thought that was so lovely. Like, oh, we have to put these in and do a little cross stitch. Maybe even like a little scene or something, or maybe vegetables. Vegetables, like carrots and tomato. Oh, I'm liking that idea. We might. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Nadine. Shiny objects and all. Okay, bye, Suburban. Take care. We could use some milk. We're running low on milk. Okay, so I'm going to kind of gently roll. I do have a couple pins in here. So I'm going to gently roll. I'm going to try and work my way from like the center out. This is where the circle was supposed to be for the eye, but it clearly, you know, shifted my fabric and it moved out, moved on me. So I'm going to have to try and get somewhere in between. Okay. Wolf that I wanted to thread painting from. Oh, very nice, Robin. That's a great way to start. Great way to start. I can always practice on something you have. You know. Sandwich toast here. Is that that's what's for dinner? Just a sandwich? Sandwich? sandwich. Munchkin made Kraft Dinner mac and cheese for lunch, and it was like, whatever. It was mediocre. It's instant food, really. All right, got a nice long thread. I do find that you waste a lot of thread with this, but you know, you're thread painting anyway, so clearly you're wasting thread. All right, so let's do our circle the best we can. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, let's here, lift our foot, trim our threads, get those out of the way so we don't have to think about them anymore. Now we're going to try and do the circle or flowery bit that looks like it's outside the eye. And then maybe we'll try and come down and do some of these and just kind of work our way the best we can. So you got to start somewhere, and it's best to start in the middle-ish if you can, or at least to one corner, and make your way. Just make your way and have some fun. Most important thing is the fun. Okay? Don't stress the small stuff. And don't be afraid to go slow. There's no race. There's nobody sitting there with a timer on your butt, so just take your time. I don't want those threads getting in my way. Of course, I'm going to move my fabric and my fabric itself and me with my hands around at the same time. Try to always stop with your needle down, and that way you're not losing your place on stitchings. Okay. Just get two more in here. Okay, and then we'll come up here, try and retrace. So it's like thread coloring, thread painting, thread, you know, there's many words it has been called. Come to a spot where we're like, okay, well, I got to trace this somewhere, so I better trace this back down here, or I can just cut it and start somewhere fresh. But I think the point is to pretty much not try and break threads as much as possible. So some are going to get like at least 2 layers, which is okay because then it can add for depth and dimension, right? So. Okay, let's try to work our way. You can always turn your project. That's why I like trying to straighten things out, or not straighten things out. Draw things out, so I kind of have a better idea of where I want to be going. We'll go the other way. Oopsies. Okay, let's go up one of these little, I think it's back curls or head curls. And good lighting. I did notice when I switched to this other machine, it has very, very poor lighting. It has this one little bibbity bob under here and it literally just sucks. So make sure you got a couple other lights on or a lamp on or something else to help aid you in seeing where you want to go and how you want to get there. Close. So it does take really good concentration. You can be, Helly. It's okay. No worries. You can be. Just gotta persevere. Persevere. Did anybody see Miss Sassalette's post about her toe? Oh my goodness, that poor toe. I have the utmost sympathy for that toe. My goodness. She whacked it against a door or something, or something about the door. That's all I know is the toe in the door, and it looks like the door won. Poor Sass. Poor Sass's toe. It did, didn't it? It looked so painful. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no, poor toe. Rip. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, toe. You were a good toe. It did. It looked so awful. I'm like, oh, it's so painful. Makes me wonder what she did. I explained out what I have, you know, kicking the mirror in the middle of the, not in the middle, just trying to run to get the timer for dinner. Stupid stuff, seriously. So it makes me wonder what happened to get her, that one specific toe. It's like not even a baby toe or a big toe. It was like in between. Why do I get a lot of spiderweb stuff on the back? Is it tension or hand and eye foot crane? It could be a bit of both there, Sylvia. Are you grabbing your tail? Are you grabbing your tail as it comes up from the bobbin up and first, kind of giving a little tension and then scooting on? Oh, awesome, Kelly. I hope he's doing well in Alberta. It could be a bit of both. Make sure your thread's nice and tight, especially that bobbin one. But it could be a bit of a tension issue. Oops. That didn't look so great. Now I do have circles on here, but I am just going to link from one to the next of the circles. So, okay. I have that too. Probably maybe going too fast. Maybe. Is your foot dogs down? Your stitches at 0? You got the right foot on? Yes, pulling up thread? A student at my school is having bunion surgery on both. Ow, bunions are jeepers. Yikes. It's like spurs on the bones of the side of the big toe, isn't it? Yeah. corner down. Okay. All right, now where do we want to go from here? Kind of got to go over this way so we can work that there or here. Doesn't really matter. We can break threads. It's not like the end of the world if we need to start and stop somewhere else. But the goal was to pretty much just keep it consistent. So let's try our best. Hello, Miss Lee Allen. How you doing? Hello, Eduardo. What's going on, Eduardo Gonzalez? What's going on with you today? We are minus 22 degrees Celsius with the wind chill, and we have plenty of snow on the ground. More to come. We got, I think it's supposed to be minus 23 tonight with the wind chill. What else? Holy cow, you're pretty accurate with that thin. Oh, yeah, not bad. Oh, okay, well, thank you, Mindy. I never knew. Oh, what did I miss? It's like that you're not in sync with your hand. It could be. Yeah. You gotta have that happy medium. That's why I always say, grab pieces to play on first. There's the front. There's the back. And I do have a little bit of a nest back here, but I don't think I had grabbed my thread completely. Or as I came back, maybe I had a knot in my top thread or my bobbin thread and it got bubbled up under there. So, I mean, I didn't mean to make a snail. I just was having some fun. So, I mean, and it should be locked in enough. And if it's the back and no one's going to see it, if you had some long threads, I'd just go and come in with one of those little self-threading needles and just kind of tuck it in, tuck those threads in so nobody ever see them. But yeah, that was just my little, make sure I had my tension correct before I started the stream today. So the front should look, the back should look almost as good as the front. Okay. Move my hands. I don't move my hands enough. I do know that. And it's kind of frustrating because I know I should and then I don't. Okay, I don't know what we're doing over here, so but let's gotta find our way back. Okay, this is the bottom of the neck part. Okay, all right. Let's try and scoot our way. My hand-eye coordination is very, very good, so I am leery of trying this. You can always try and give it a go. You'd be probably surprised, and you can always adjust here. You can always adjust here, so you know you're not getting any faster than a certain speed, and same with your foot pedal, you know. So It's pretty warm here in southern Alberta. Oh, that's not bad, Julie Pike. That's not bad at all. Geez, I'll trade you. My sister-in-law and oops, it was like bicycles. So my sister-in-law and the gang were out sledding the other day. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I don't need it that fast. There we go. So I got the cutest gift. You know, the people I cross guard at their house, and you know, I've made their little girl quilt, Abigail. You guys have seen me make this quilt for Abigail, and I think it was a disappearing 9 patch or something like that. And then I made this one for the new little boy that they had, Logan, with the little animal baby quilt that we did as a project, just adding stuff to a baby quilt. And then there was the memory game I made. And this is thank you for all the beautiful keepsakes. Isn't that gorgeous? That's what they gave to me for Christmas. Isn't that beautiful? Pictures of the munchkins and the stuff I've made. Thought that was lovely. I thought that was the sweet. I'm like, aw, thank you. I was totally touched. I was like, wow, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I was so taken aback. And the thing is, I already had blankets with some of the black polar fleece fabric that we had here with their names already embroidered into them, and I was just going to drop it off at Christmas. And it was so funny. And she goes, oh, I have something for you, though it's not Christmas related, but I already had like this huge little, not huge little, but this little bag ready for them anyway. So when they came by to drop it off, she goes, oh my goodness, you didn't have to. I'm like, oh, I was already gonna. So I was already put Abigail and Logan on the little blankets. Yeah, they weren't quilts, they were just blankets. I was very touched. So apparently Miss Abigail's missed me. I got a text a couple weeks ago going, Miss Abigail misses you, waving at me from. Oh wow! Thank you, Josie. Thank you so much. Big hugs so much. Oh my goodness. Now I think I hope you do. I hope you do. Please, please do. Give it a go. Give it a go. You never know. You never know, eh? Get that Canadian spirit behind you, you know. Get some duct tape and some red and green suspenders and you got it all going on, eh? I kid. It was a very cute, thoughtful gift. It holds water perfectly. Nice cold. It stays nice and cold all day. I've used it several times. I was very touched. I was like, aw, just thank you for the keepsakes. And it's so cute that she's got pictures of them playing the little game together too. I'm like, aw. See? Soft presents that even the little one could use. So I gotta come back over this way, make some of those little lines here. I'd share that. I thought it was very sweet. Okay, now we're at the end of our circle, so we may have to. Or at least we can hop. We can hop, skip, and a jump. Oh, bye, Kelly. Take care. I'm going to go work on my strip sets now. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, move up. Let's do some of these little lines in here. Alright, I think we may. I don't think we have any place else to go up here. Alright, so let's do a little stitchy goo there and move over. If I would make a label for my quilts, what could I write on them? Oh, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. We had a chat about this. When did we have a chat about this? Hold on, Miss Helly. When were we talking the Statler pins? Statler, pins. Yes, right in that. It doesn't come off. There's no pink, purple though. Just saying. I'd probably go for a bigger tip though. Maybe 5 instead of 0.3. Definitely. Definitely. It stays. I've washed it and it didn't go nowheres. Especially if you just want to use handwriting. You know what I mean? Or you could get some of that iron-on paper and you could type it out and then print it and then take that and adhesive onto something. Excuse me. All right, I think my fabric's not going to go anywhere. I can take my pins out before he stabbed himself. So take a look at that. That's what we've done so far. I'm going to take a quick little potty break. Okay, so just give me like 2 minutes or a minute. Okay. Okay. I think that looks actually, look, it's pretty good. It looks better on the camera than it does here. No, I know. No purple, Judy. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now it works. Okay, as into what to write. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I turned it on, I just didn't realize it wasn't clicked. Clicked in. Hey, I'm cute. We went through this conversation before. Okay, so what I wrote on my sisters, or had it, was made with love for Elizabeth or Lisa, and then I think I had Merry Christmas 2020, love Laura Lynn. I think that's what I had. So nothing too complicated, more just who it's to, maybe something about it that you want to express, like whether it's a, you know, you picked it because they love stars and it's a galaxy quilt or something, you know, something like that just helps them connect to it in a way, or that, you know, the time you took to do it, or what inspired you to do it, or what have you. I mean, and then of course you and the date. Definitely, definitely. Uh-oh, gonna get, no, don't get spanked. Voila, technology. Yes, sorry. When you said what to say, not. you know, how to say it, you know, with writing and stuff. Yeah, it didn't turn out too bad. All right, let's keep going on this one. Let's try and finish up the head top here, do the snout. And like I said, this was like just maybe a third of a coloring book page that, you know, it's only about this big. So, and I just took it as inspiration. And find inspiration out there. Bye, Vicky. Okay. What time are we at? Oh, really? 2:35? Oh my goodness. Time's a flying. All right, let's finish off the toppy knot here. Get some sleep there, Miss Sarah. Big hugs to you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for keeping us company. Hey, toners, what's going on? I like to free motion my initials and date on the borders as well as who the quilt is for. There you go. Perfect. That was what I was searching for, things that will make them connected. Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. At least I tried to help. There we go. Wasn't, you know, as they say, you know, boobs on a bow. Useless. Oop. And that is why we usually trim our threads. So we don't go over them. There we go. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Sarah. Wish it was the right one. Oh, that's cute. I loved it. Missing hidden treasures, exactly. Hidden messages. Okay, now we're gonna go all the way elsewhere. Okay, so let's lock those in. To check Heather's pics, be right back. Okay, good. Post a few pictures on the monogram. Oh, that's so beautiful, Heather. I mean, seriously, it is a stunner, stunner. You should be so proud of yourself. Threads up. I know these little marks are here on the critter. I just didn't do them on these three. I just thought, okay, well, I didn't need to draw them. I could wing it when I got there. I'm just going to try and follow that outside line just a little bit better as I'm maneuvering back and forth. Just want to do a little bit better. A little bit more hand-eye coordination, a little bit more concentration, a little bit more taking it serious. This may be just to show you guys, but I really would like it to turn out as nice as well. There we go, that's much better. try and get myself back over to this side here so I can do it on the way down there. I think sometimes the hardest part is trying to retrace things you've already done. Okay, I'm just going to shift it. Hello, I'm back again. Just went to a nice long walk with my hubby. It was very relaxing. Very nice, Sandra. Very nice. I'd go outside, but it's minus 22, so forget that stuff. No way. I stand at the door waiting for Sophie. I didn't even let the chickens out today. I'm like, they're not going to want to come out. They're not going to want to come out. It's minus 22. They'll be nice and warm in their little coop, all snuggled up together. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be a little nicer, so I think it's only supposed to be minus 16 or something like that with the wind chill, so we'll see. Especially if it's just a low little breeze, it's okay, but if it's a big gusty breeze, yeah, you'd have like chicken popsicles in no time. I prefer them defeathered first. Hand embroider my label in this red color that matches the fabric color, so it's not too obvious. I usually do on the back. Takes a while, but I like. Oh, very nice, Mindy. Oh, yeah. Should always label. I know I'm not one to practice what I preach, but you know, you should, and I know you should. I know I should. I know you should, and I know I should. Isn't that Judy? I know. Absolutely stunning. And there's like the paper piece queen. She inspires me. Okay, let's get ourselves down to here by doing a little line right down here, nice and even, next to our circle loops. Okay, down to one of the scales. Let's get down to the snout. Get the snout outlined first. Okay, stop. Spread the fabric, make sure it's nice and flat. Shift. Come back and fill in all the details. Oops. Get back up to the top here. Okay. Oopsies. Okay, bye, Lynn. Take care. I missed. I did seem pretty chilly, but not that cold. Not that cold. Okay, where do I want to go? So then we need to finish off here and then just finish off here. So I think we're gonna. Stop there. Oh, gotta grab my snips. I dropped him. Dropped him. Okay, pull a little bit, snip those threads, top and bottom. Get underneath there as well. Okay. Let's try and finish off this tail head part here. Looks like we got a little chaos. Surprise. Let's try and here, let's do the lines. Bring our bobbin thread all the way up to the top. We're going to hold that tight, those two threads in our finger. Okay, nice and taut. Make sure our foot's down. Needle starts with a down, a couple little stitches in a row to lock them, and then back and forth until we reach the circles. And we'll do some circles. Oops, that was way off. That's okay, maybe it still will look okay. Aw, thank you, Anne. Big hugs. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Big hugs, everybody. Getting really close to the February 12 hour. Very nice, very nice. I likes it, I likes it, I likes it a lot. Keep this from folding over so you can see what I'm doing here. Here. I've made dinner every single night this week, so I think we're having takeout tonight. I think we're going to try a burger place that's not too far from here, so the boys are going to scoot off to get that, so I'll be so excited. I'm excited for a new burger joint. Apparently they got really good onion rings, and I'm an onion ring fan. I like French fries. I love hot French fries. Those are like top number one-ish, but I do love me a good onion ring. Okay, now let's try and do some of the neck part here, and then we'll finish off the nose. So I'm excited. I'm excited for dinner. Yes, I made, what did I make this week? I made a lot of good things. I had pork chops, beef tips, a roast, whole chicken. The whole chicken was honey garlic. It was not my favorite. I didn't, I can't say it was my, my go-to. I was a little disappointed. I don't know what. Maybe it's just too sugary and it glazed too much, even though the temperature wasn't that high. But it was more like blackened honey garlic chicken. Oh, I ran out of bobbin. Okay, yeah, that's another thing with this. It takes a lot of bobbin. Hold on, where's the other one? Where's the other one? Okay, I had two. Oh, I know I had two. Oh, don't tell me. There was two here. Wasn't there? Whoa. I didn't knock it off, did I? Maybe it's a Nomi? Did I leave it in Nomi? Well, Nomi's just over here. 1 second. Nope, it's not a Nomi. I haven't done two bobbins today, have I? No, I don't think I've gone through two bobbins. Why can't I see the other one? Another dark one here to finish it up, but still the same. Whatever. I swear I had more than just one. I know I did. Okay, now there, and then put the lid on. Make sure it threads up first. Back under here. Where do we end off? Over here? Yep. Alright. Try this again, shall we? Thread up to the top. And back at her. With practice, your hands don't get so shaky and you get straighter lines and you're happier with the results that you get. But you could always just go over all the stitches, like thicken them up, give them that depth, give them what they need, right? So, hold on, let's stop with my needle down. Bad. Let's make our way to the snout. Is that what they call a seahorse's nose? Is it a snout? Nose? What is it? Anybody know? Is out at her best again, hiding your bobbin. Yeah, no kidding, right? I don't know. I swear I loaded two. But I must have knocked one off maybe. I don't know. When I was moving things around, I must have knocked it off. I'll find it later and go, oh, that's where you are. Yeah, you could always just give it that nice thick edge around the outside, like when you go to highlight something or outline something. If you were like to do it with a marker, it's the same principle, right? So, okay, now I want to make sure I'm doing these snouts. I'm doing a nice little curvature. somewhere up near the eye. See if I can make her way up there. And then little nose. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you so much. Big hugs. Big hugs. Big hugs to you. Thank you, thank you. Now things are not going to look perfect. Like even after my few years of experience, and though it's been a while since I've been on the, you know, free motion boat on my domestic, it is different than doing free motion on the long arm. People think maybe it's not. It is a little bit different, a little bit. Not saying completely, but it is a little bit different. And it's going to take practice. If you want it bad enough, you will get her done. And you will learn it. And you will adapt, and you will keep plugging away and moving on and having a good time making stuff. And being creative. Okay. Just got one little section here to do. Only a few times we had to break thread. No, not a big deal. Okay, now minus the messiness of the pencil in the background, I think it looks pretty darn good. Just a couple little spots, one little here for the snouty snout. Let's do that. And again, if you want more depth, go around a few times. It's thread painting, right? You go and have some fun. Okay, now I'm going to go around the complete outside of it again. Just had them. Did I drop them? For Pete's sakes, I'm losing my mind. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to try and go around the complete outside now. Just giving it a little thicker thread. And this is where, if you really wanted to take in the whole painting effect, you go back and forth, thicken up the line. Go back in and highlight certain things you wanted to really highlight. Could also come in with a different colored thread. I think something, if you did it in rainbowy and then did it with the rainbow threads, you know, did it in black and then thread colored it in between. I'm probably just going to make this a little bit messier looking, but you know, I'm going to try and make it so it looks a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to, but you don't know until you try. And it's also good practice for hand-eye coordination to try and retrace your steps, right? Retrace your threads that you've already done. And taking the time to stop and shift. I know I don't do that enough. I know. And it's one of those things, if I could kick myself in the butt. Oops, up, wrong side. We'll put a little in there. I think I was missing that. Trying to find that happy medium with the speed in your hands. Right? Hello, Shannon. How you doing? I'm good. But I'm wondering what happened to your... Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I just thought I'd bring out the old original that helped me do many quilts. In fact, it's got like spray glue stuck to it. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Just wanted to show everybody that they don't need no fancy machine. Got any like auto cut or auto thread or anything like that. Just a regular old machine. With a little free motion foot. It's what I learned on like 10 years ago. Hello, Sajida. How you doing? Nice and bright. Thank you. Well, we're doing some thread painting. On our machine. The free motion foot. And nice little inspiration stitch out or sketch out. See, that's what happens. I didn't stop and then stop moving my hands. You got to stop your foot, then stop moving your hands. Or stop your hands and then stop moving your foot. Okay, we're almost around. Okay. Oops, wrong foot. Wrong button. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure to encourage people that they could do it no matter what machine they had, and I didn't have to use one of my fancy machines. You know what I mean, jelly beans? You can do it on everything. Okay. Couple stitches in a row there. Lock them in. Up. And there we go. Not bad for our first seahorse head. I wouldn't say too bad, since, you know, we just kind of did it on the fly. Yes, welcome. Cute, not bad. Could be a little bit smoother, but with that comes practice, right? And you just gotta have a little bit of fun. I don't like that little, could have done a little something in there, but oh well. Lesson learned. Not bad, Mike. How you doing? Yeah, so that's kind of little things that we worked on today. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions at all? And then you can come back and you can color this with markers if you wanted to. I mean, you know, you could come on in and start doing like some pink circles. You could actually color if you wanted to, and then this will stay there. That thread, this color will stay there forever and ever. And you could make it this nice bit of rainbowy sort of, you know, project. Okay. So you can make something out of a coloring book and then color it with permanent markers. Or you can color it in thread. It is a very fun project, Chris. And it hopefully inspires people. Now turn that into a nice pillow or a wall hanging. You know, once the eraser, you know, the washes, or you can come in with the eraser or whatever like that and get rid of the lines that you know, you didn't go by. I think it'll look a little bit different. So, Miss Sophie is fine. Well, thank you, Helly. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. I'm going to try this with the guitar for my grandson and ballerinas for my granddaughters. Oh, I think they're awesome. That's a great idea. Great idea. It's not bad. It could be a little bit smoother, but you know, if you take your time and slow down. I'm just trying to show you and trying to finish something quickly so you could see it of how it was going to turn out. So, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Kind of happy with it. Oh, bye, Nadine. Big hugs to you. Thank you again for the goodie package. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's very nice of you. Hello, Melanie. I don't know, Melanie. I don't know. It was just an idea. You could totally tie-dye it. That would actually be a nice idea, actually, getting something in the center there and then, you know, and then elasticing it up. That would be good. That would be a good idea. I like that. You could totally tie-dye it. Is she dreaming again? She's having a really good dream earlier. Well, I wouldn't say dream, but good dream. So. Yeah, they do. They have those. I think it's intense, isn't it? No, just fine liner. Yeah, and just explore. You don't always have to use your sewing machine to sew straight lines on a 1/4 inch seam allowance or 5/8 on a clothing or, you know, 3/8 or whatever on draperies or what have you. You can use it for other things. Be inspired by coloring books, be inspired by nature, be inspired by your grandkids or your kids' photos, the stuff they color for you. That's when you can change it into something different, right? All those little pictures that they love so much to make for you, you trace it out onto some white paper, you trace it out with your thread, and you make a fantastic quilt project for them when they come to cuddle at your house or whatever, some art for their room that they can always keep. You know, hello, Plip. Hello. How you doing, sweetie pie? She's on Twitch. She's one of the peeps I love to watch on Twitch. She's the one who made Batty McBlue. Batty Fraser McBlue. He's actually up there on the shelf. So, yes, everybody follow Plip. She's awesome. She's awesome. Yeah, so not bad, not bad. And like I say, you can have some fun using different colored threads, and the back should almost look as good as the front. There, I do have a little bit of a knot down here for some particular reason. I'm not sure if that's where my thread was ending at that point in time. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Took something that I was inspired from the internet, saw this coloring book that had a couple of seahorses on it and had lots of detail in the background. I really like this head of the seahorse. I wish I could have done the whole thing, but I thought maybe it might have been too small detail. That's why I tried to pick something big for everybody to look at today. So, can you thread paint it? Of course you could. I've been stitching a dragon on the Tuesdays or the stitching shows. So, yeah. So. Have some fun. Be inspired by what you have around you. You don't always have to just you know, straight lines. You don't always have to do straight lines. You know, Plip does all sorts of little stuffies, cute, little, adorable, super soft, and you know, she designs them. Like I don't go that detail. She's awesome. Yeah. Oh, bye, Lynn. Take care. See you later. Oh, I wanted to show you one of the bags. We will be doing a tutorial on this, but this is my my design that I made for one of my customers. Okay, it is 2 half circles, and they could come apart if you wanted them to. They're stitched right there, and then it's on the inside as well. Okay, and I just got she wanted leather handles, so I got leather handles. Oh, thank you, Kelly A. Thank you so much. So we will do a tutorial on this beautiful, cute little bag in a couple weeks. Okay? Okay, a couple weeks. And it'll be a weekend, like a Saturday live stream, just because it's going to take so long. I don't want to just try and do it in 20 minutes for people on a video. They're not going to understand it all. So it is made with the foam that stands up. It's adhesive at one side. The ones we made a bunch of those sewing machine bags with for all the fans and stuff like that for a couple months ago. So it is made with that, so it stands up. No, not this Saturday. Maybe a 12. Maybe we can make a few of them or something, or we'll do a couple projects for the next 12 hours. Maybe because it does take a while. That's probably not a bad idea. Make one to sell and one to give away. That'd be a good idea. Thank you. It took me a little while to come up with it. I have the template and stuff like that, and I had a couple, you know, guinea piggies, as they say, to try and figure out the curvature of the getting, so you just had enough of the wedge of the color to go all the way around the circle. So, oh, did we reach it? Did we reach the 12 hour? Oh, we did. Okay, what day, honey? Let's pick it now. You pick it. Yeah, in February. We did it. I'm so excited. Now we get a 12 hour for February. Pick the day, people. What day works for you? Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Thanks for showing us new things. It can be done so easy. Definitely, Sandra. You just got to think about it. You just got to think about it and not think too much about it, right? And always do research. You can always search out other people's videos, other people's projects, little blogs and blobs and everything else like that on how they got to where they are from A to Z in their project. And hopefully something along that line will inspire you. So, woohoo! It is nice. Uh-oh, what's going on, Ann? Uh-oh, did I miss how John was? What's going on? Yeah, Miss Plip's not, well, you guys are on like the same landmassy sort of thing way over there. She's on the islands, the Gurney Islands. But Plip's on the big one. Aw, thank you, Melanie. Appreciate that. How about doing it on a Saturday? I think we will, Mike. I think we will. But this would be a perfect, great for a side of a bag, a sleepover bag for grandma's house or friend's house for a kid or something like that. Put a nice seahorse on one side, maybe a unicorn on the other. You know, be inspired. Be inspired by all the things around you. Don't, like, even just Instagram, Facebook, coloring books, people's videos, you name it. There's so many beautiful sceneries out there. You could just kind of roughly sketch one of those and then add all the details that you want. Oh, well, we'll discuss it and announce it at a later date. Okay, maybe Pop has stuff to do. So, oh, good night, Miss Bernadette. Sleep well. Aw, thank you, Vonda. I appreciate that. I think it could have been a little neater, but that's okay. That's okay. I was trying to show, and I'm happy the way it turned out. So, haven't used fabric markers yet. Any tips? Well, if you want to either like to write something specific, I'd probably write it in pencil first to make sure you're not going to make any spelling errors, and then trace it over with the marker for sure. Okay. That's the only thing I can think of. And just make sure steady hand and maybe stretching the fabric between your fingers, or having it taunt like with some masking tape or something like that on your surface, so it's when you're not getting, you know, lumps and bumps going over each other. I can. Sorry, Jackie. I sure can. There we go. And it was just the head. This had a whole big, huge scene to it. It had a whole other seahorse on the other side. It had bodies and seaweed and, I was going to say spinach, but seaweed and coral reef and everything else all the way around it. So I just was inspired by this one little section that I put up on the big screen. Pop can show you a picture. I know there's lots of people who haven't seen it yet, of me doing it earlier today. I got on the step stool, was over Sophie's chair, up on the big screen, which I can see you guys and watch you guys on, including Plip and my other favorite streamers. And yeah, so just have fun. Just be inspired. Just be inspired. You gotta have fun. Life is short. Life is short. You just gotta go with it. Sea spinach, yeah. Spinach, no, that's not it. I was thinking of the Popeye, you know. Well, I guess there is, no, not sea spinach. Be seaweed. There we go. And that's in this tiny little section of this big, huge coloring book. So, or page that I blew up on the screen. So, okay. Thank you for the so much fun. Thank you, Mindy. Anybody have any questions? Any questions? It is a very big screen. I do, and I flip it and flop it. Long arms that way, and sea lettuce. There we go. I vote the 27th. I won't be here next week. Oh, I don't think it won't be next week. You do have a Saturday off. Woohoo! That'd be awesome. Yeah, any questions? Any questions about painting or threading or whatever? The foot is definitely A number 1. Dropping the feed dogs, A number 2. And having the stitch set to 0, that's A number 3. That's pretty much the 3 top thingies I can suggest to you: dogs, foot, and stitch. Cooking a late lunch soup. See you next time. Oh, bye, Mindy. Big hugs. Yeah, I'll take away burgers. Burgers from Burgers and Burgers. New place for us, so we're excited. If you're doing labels, back the fabric with freezer paper. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, thank you, PJ. I'm happy you will. I'm happy you will. You don't know until you try, and you can't say you don't like something unless you try it. You know, even if it is spinach, or like eggplant, or leeks. You can't say you don't like it till you try it. So try it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what people come up with. Like I said, be inspired by your kids and your grandkids' coloring books or their favorite show. I mean, you can always pause a show, trace out something really quick that they like the little kitchen scene, or they like to wear the, you know, Winnie the Pooh's in the park with the, I don't know, just saying, just be inspired. I won't try ours. I love oysters. Oysters are good. Okay, bye, Melanie. Big hugs. Big hugs. Pet portrait. Perfect, Julie. Exactly. Put it up on the screen. Even your monitor. It doesn't have to be huge. Even just your monitor. The white fabric over top. Masking tape on there. Use a pencil. Do not use a permanent marker. Oh, please don't use a permanent marker, because if it leaks through, your screen is, you know, a magic eraser then. Yeah. Don't do it. Use a pencil or like something that'll wash away or iron away, and then you can always retrace it before before it fades away, if that's the case. You know, you can always retrace it with something a little bit more permanent. Off, okay? Yeah, and do not press hard or you will mark your screen. I just go very lightly. That's why some of my lines were a little off and wonky, is because I was just lightly trying to sketch it, okay? So good point there, Pop. Black fabric with white thread. How you'd have to sketch, you'd almost have to get a template and then trace around the template if you were doing something like that beforehand. Interesting idea, though. Interesting idea, Sandra. Indeed. What if, oh, I got an idea. What if you did it on white in reverse, put it on the back, stitched it out, flipped it over? Maybe, or at least the outline, and then you could do it the other way. I don't know, I'll have to think on that one. Oh, definitely a white chalk pencil, for sure. Oh, for sure, definitely. Phone's dying. Okay, bye, Hildy. See you later. There is the rewind for YouTube, Jan. Yeah, we had lots of fun. Leek, sour cream, cinnamon sounds gross, but it's all good. All together? Really? Yeah, think about it. Think about it. You just got to think about the whole process and how you want to get to Z. How do you get to Z? Right? Think of all the steps, and if you don't know, you got a gap in the steps, you ask questions. You do research. You figure it out. You ask somebody. That's what the Guild website is for, www.wesewit.com. Come join us there. Lots of people posting their stuff, what they're working on, and be inspired by what's around you, okay? Well, that's good, Sandra. That's good. Leave the Guild meeting thinking. Got to get those gray cells moving, as Hercule Poirot would say. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me. And Pop and, well, Munchkin wasn't really here, but he's down there. And thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for everything, and thank you for helping us reach our 12-hour goal for February. Big hugs to everybody. Big hugs, okay? So we'll see you later. Have yourself a great day, rest of the weekend, and big hugs. Big hugs.